From iconic Mickey-shaped treats to very different snacks to what you'll find in Florida or on the Disney Cruise Line, I'm breaking down the very best snacks available at Disneyland Paris as of right now. If you're heading to Disneyland Paris and you're anything like me, you are not just there for the rides, you're there for the snacks. And let me tell you, Disneyland Paris has some seriously underrated food, despite naysayers saying it's the worst Disney park for foodies. So let's get straight into it and eat our way through the magic. Now, before we jump into exactly what these snacks are, we're just going to jump into a few quick tips to help you make the most of your food experience and make it all go way smoother. Firstly, this is really important. Download the Disneyland Paris app. Menus, prices, and click and collect service at quick service restaurants are lifesavers, particularly in busy periods. Be mindful that snack carts open and close at different times of year, especially around parades and fireworks. And not all of them will do the same. So one popcorn on Main Street might open at 8:30 with extra magic time, and another one might wait until the main park opens or even later. So it's not, and it can change day to day. So just check it before you make any commitments. Remember, some of the best snacks are in the most unexpected places, especially in the current nameless former studios, soon to be Disney's Adventure World Park. So bear that in mind. This isn't a one park deal. You're going to have to visit both to get the best out of your food experience at Disneyland Paris. Let's start off with the cutest snack in all the parks, the Groot Cookie. These are pure Disney fun. Not overly fancy, but they're adorable, Instagram worthy, and perfect if you want something sweet without committing to a huge dessert. They're especially popular with kids, and let's be honest, adults love them too. But you have to be quick because in busy periods, particularly in the summer, they sell out very quickly. They are a biscuit with a hazelnut center, which I don't like, but what I did like is they used to do a raspberry center one as well that was really good. But when I went back recently, they didn't actually have that one in the stand anymore, and it wasn't on the menu. That was fun while it lasted, Disney. Thank you. Another hazelnut dessert, but we all know my feelings on that. Next up, sticking to the Adventure World Park, over in World Premiere, you'll find some seriously tempting donut, all themed around Pixar and Marvel characters. These are ideal for a quick sugar hit, whether it's the first thing in the morning or if you want to grab it mid-afternoon for a little energy boost. They're soft, they're sweet, and dangerously easy to grab just the one. So be mindful of that, but they are good. And they come in a range of flavors as well. One's banana, one's vanilla, one's chocolate, although when it says chocolate, I'm pretty sure that means Nutella. You get the drift. Next up, we have Lightyear Eclairs. If you're more of a pastry person, then these Lightyear Eclairs are a fun option. They're themed, they're colourful, and they feel very French, because eclairs just hit differently when you're in Paris. These are perfect if you want something that feels a bit more elevated than a standard theme park dessert. And they also come often with a coffee as well. And you can normally grab them with a coffee as well, so that makes them a perfect companion piece if you're getting a pick-me-up in the middle of the day. They're also rather craftily, but also geniusly stationed next to where you meet Woody and Jessie, just in front of the big Buzz Lightyear going into Toy Story Playland. So round of applause for the person that decided that. They're in the perfect spot where there's going to be a long queue of people waiting to see Woody and Jessie right in front of the Toy Story themed area. Genius. Okay, we have to talk about the Mickey ice cream bars because they are not the same as they are on the cruise line or in Florida. The chocolate coating is different, more of a milk chocolate than a dark chocolate like the classic ones. The texture is different. And honestly, some prefer these. It's much more like a Magnum, whereas the American version feels like a dark chocolate choc ice on a stick. They're also not always available in the cooler months, although I visited in January when it was raining and I was still able to get one because even though it's not the same as the ones in Florida or on the cruise line, it's still an ice cream and who doesn't want a Magnum, right? No summer in DLP would be complete without one of these. They're creamy, refreshing, and perfect on a warm park day. Classic Disney, but with a Paris twist. Now this one is different, and I mean that in the best way. Croque McQueen. Now this is the whole reason that I'm making this video, I'll be honest. This is the Croque McQueen from the Laugh and Go food truck, right on the route outside Cars Road Trip, and soon it will lead to the lake in Disney's Adventure World as well. For €8.50, this Cars-inspired snack is a twist on the traditional croque monsieur, but instead of cheese, it uses laughing cow cheese. It's creamy, it's rich, and definitely not what you would expect, but that's what makes it so fun. It's a classic, but it's also completely different, and honestly, it's one of the most unique snacks in Disneyland Paris. And, to top it off, it's got an impression of a little Lightning McQueen car on it. Or just a car from Cars, I'm not entirely sure, but either way, it's brilliant. Also at the Laugh and Go food truck, you can pick up this Pixar cupcake, which is absolutely fantastic. It's like a white chocolate hollow ball on top with the Pixar ball printed on it. And the buttercream on the cupcake side of it is very much made from Laughing Cow as well. This whole food truck is sponsored by Laughing Cow. It's called Laugh and Go because of that. I'm pretty certain that food truck, all of the items feature Laughing Cow. I wouldn't be surprised if it was in my Coke Zero. That's a joke. I know it wasn't. Next up is a Casey's Corner specialty hot dog. I didn't have one on my last trip, but I've been having these for over 30 years. I could tell you about these with my eyes shut. At the end of Main Street on Casey's Corner for €11, although you can sometimes get it in a meal deal of some sort with coffees and brownies and things like that involved. I'm not entirely sure what the current lineup is. But it's an old school fast food style hot dog served in a vintage baseball themed restaurant, and it's quintessential Disney. Honestly, you couldn't get more Disney than Casey's Corner. It's fantastic. And recently, they put a cover over the outside seating area. So even in the winter, you can sit on Main Street eating a hot dog and not get wet. Genius. Now, I'll be honest, this might be the least photogenic snack on this list. It is just a hot dog, but it also might be the best value. If you fill up on a hotel breakfast and then have this for lunch, that can get you to dinner. It's a really nice way to bridge that gap without spending a fortune. So that's why it's made this list. And the theming of the restaurant alone gives it a pass. And the weird thing with this one is don't get caught out because the toppings are actually underneath the sausage, which doesn't help with the aesthetics. If you want something filling, comfortable and reliable, then this is it. You always know what you're going to get with a Casey's Corner hot dog because it hasn't really changed in the 34 years it's been there. And the taste and smell always bring that dose of nostalgia for those of us that have been before. I can't imagine a world where Main Street doesn't have that smell. That's the world. I don't want to live in it. Next up, it's Mickey Mouse Pizza, because is there such a thing as too many Mickey-shaped food items? Don't answer that, it's rhetorical. But I don't think so. You can get these for €12 or in a meal deal for €17. These are in the Lady and the Tramp-themed Bella Norte restaurant. You can also find them in Colonel Huffy's Pizza Outpost in Adventureland. The theming here is gorgeous. There's pizza inside and outside, and the pizzas are always a really decent size and always warm and fresh. There are two options. You can get 4 cheese or pepperoni. We chose 4 cheese, and if you go for the meal deal, which gives you a soft drink and the choice of either a salad or a garlic bread for €17, it's fantastic value. And it's easily shareable with 2 or more people. We actually shared it with 4 people for a light snack in the summer, and it worked really well. Finally, Main Street popcorn. This is my go-to parade snack. I always try to pick up the latest popcorn bucket they've got available as well, especially the themed ones like the Music Festival bucket, as you can see here. Grab your popcorn, find a spot and enjoy the parade. It is peak Disney. Popcorn always hits different on Main Street as well, and I'm just not sure why. I have been looking for these for years and I didn't realise I was walking past them all along. It just shows how you can easily miss something that's a staple of Disneyland. Next to the Lucky Nugget Saloon, there's a place called the Last Chance Cafe, and this is where you can get all manner of things like chicken nuggets and chips, but the most impressive and the most iconic Disney item you can get there is the turkey leg. And I had never had one of these before, and I will never not have them again because they are fantastic. We had one as soon as we got in the park, went straight there, and it was glorious. It's really well done. It's like a barbecue turkey leg. It's really, really nice, and it just really fits with being sat by Big Thunder Mountain with a cola and some nuggets and a turkey leg and just watching the world go by. Absolutely fantastic. But yeah, if you like turkey, or even if you don't, if you like chicken, or you eat meat and you like chicken, this is a really great choice for you, and it's so nice and so different. Like, if it was chicken, it wouldn't be the same. It's nice to have something different, and it's just really nice. I mean, it's really good value at the price as well. And now it's time for some honourable mentions. We have the Mickey Bene, doughy donut kind of thing filled with, you guessed it, Nutella. We have sweet and savoury crepes and waffles in Fantasyland and outside Ratatouille. We have the Frontierland churros and Doritos at the snack cart outside the Big Thunder Mountain queue. And the Windmill, which is currently doing little crepes in a bag, but they used to do something called bitter bullet, which I was really excited to try and tell you about, but you can't seem to find it in the parks anymore. And of course, Cafe Hyperion always has some Star Wars themed burgers and things like that, which is fun for people who want that sort of thing as well. So those are the best snacks to try at Disneyland Paris, from absolute classics to totally unique treats that you will not find anywhere else. Let me know in the comments, what's your go-to snack at Disneyland Paris? Or if you haven't been before, which one of these snacks would you go for first? I would advise the turkey legs, but it's entirely up to you. Don't forget to like this video and click subscribe for more Disney foodie advice, more Disney travel blogs, more tips and tricks. And until then, I will see you in the parks.